I need to film, but I'm so tired. Oh my god, gotta get some energy. I've been procrastinating for so long and it's not even that hard of a video and I'm just so tired. Oh my god, guys, look at the shirt that I got. I really like it, except for the fact that it's so obscenely yellow and the sleeves are like so long. You can't even see my tattoo with these long ass sleeves. And the shirt is also really long. I've been trying to like tuck it short, so it's like, am I gonna ever wear it? I don't know, but it needed to be historically accurate because June wears a yellow shirt and I tried. I love it, but it's just like, I feel like I need to like sew it to fix it up or something, but like I have a sewing machine. Am I a sewer? No. But this is information that I just thought you guys needed. But anyway, for today's video, I'm here to talk about my anticipated reads for 2023. So I am doing a video for every one of my anticipated reads for the year, and I only have 13. And I know you're probably like, oh my god, Abby, there's like a million books coming out, and that is correct. But I just don't anticipate books like I used to. Like, I used to always have like 50 plus books on my list, and I used to always do videos every 3 months, and that was a scaffold that really worked well for me. But in the last 2 years, sometimes the videos only have 3 books in them. And when I first started my channel, I used to make videos where it was all of the standalones that I was excited for the whole year, and then all the sequels I was excited for the whole year. And having it all grouped together worked not well back then, but I feel like it's going to work well now because all the books I'm excited about are mainly from authors that I already know or contemporaries that I'm really excited for. But at this point, there's no real need to have like lots of anticipated reads. Like, these are things that I'm definitely know I'm excited for, but I'm not looking for like new books at the moment. It's only when I see a lot of people talking about a story and if it intrigues me, I will go out and buy it. But I feel like that's just kind of like a separate thing because I didn't know about it at the time. But as I said, I have 13 books. If any of the release dates are wrong, I'm sorry, but these were all the dates from when I researched them about a month ago. Hopefully they're all the same. I've put them in order of when they're coming out, and literally I only have anticipated releases up until June. Nothing for the second half of the year because I don't know what's coming out. But let's get into this video because I feel like it's already going to probably be a long one, but I'm excited for all these books. Okay, the first one is a bit of a tongue twister, and it's not really, but Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute by Tali Hibbert, and this comes out on the 3rd of January. So this is the author that wrote Get a Life, Chloe Brown, and that whole trilogy. And I'm sad that we're not getting the new trilogy that is about some different siblings that we meet in the 3rd book, Eve Brown. But this one still sounds like it's going to be really, really good. And it sounds like it's going to be like really outdoorsy. And I think that they either are going on a hike or they're going on a nature walk, but they have to like do stuff for their careers. Like, I did try to research this 10 minutes before I filmed the video and I've already forgotten everything. So I will try my best to talk it through, but really all of these books I don't need to know much because I know I'm excited for them no matter what because I love these authors. But a nature book will be good, and when I read Enjoy the View at the start of the year or last year or at some point, I really enjoyed it, and I haven't read a nature-based book for a while, so I just think it sounds like it's going to be really good. And I feel like these two were like lovers in the past, but then they broke up and now they hate each other. So it's either second chance romance turned into enemies to lovers, or it's just enemies to lovers, but I'm excited. Next I have X's and O's by Amy Lear, and this book comes out on the 10th of January, and this one sounds really interesting, and this is the main reason I put it on my list. Is the main character is a social influencer and she's single, and obviously, you know, she needs to have a boyfriend, she needs to have a husband, a partner to help her image. And it's hard because influencers want to have those meet cute romances, and she's just finding it really hard to find anyone. And her theory is that she's already met the person that she's meant to be with, so she's going back through all her exes to give everyone a second chance and hope that she can have a new meet cute with one of these guys and find the love of her life. And I don't know who it's going to be that she's going to end up with because I don't know if the book really like went into it. I feel like it was more talking about the fact that she's going to go back through memory lane. But I've watched a movie like this that was really interesting before, and to see it in book form I think is going to be really good as well. And it just sounds like such a unique and interesting like story idea that I'm really excited. Next I have Loathe to Love You by Ali Hazelwood, and this comes out also on the 10th of January. So this is the binder or the free novellas that she wrote, and I'm so excited that I'm going to be able to read them because when they all came out on ebook I was really sad because I wanted to read them, but but I wasn't able to because, like, not that I'm not able to, I just kind of refuse to buy ebooks because I don't want to spend more money on books that aren't books that are on my shelf. Like, ebook reading is amazing and I love that people can do it, and I know that it's so versatile having the book there, but I need the physical representation of what I've read to see it, feel the pages. Like, I just don't want to be a Kindle reader, it's just not me. So I'm so happy that this bind up is becoming a thing and I'll be able to get all these stories and they're probably all going to be the exact same as every other book she's read. I don't care. I'm very excited and I need them in my life. Next I have Mysteries of Thorn Manor by Margaret Rogerson, and this comes out on the 17th of January, and this is like a novella, even though it's kind of like a little bit bigger than a novella, about Sorcery of Thorns. And I'm just happy to go back into this world to see what the characters are up to, and I just want to know what they're doing, and there might be some more magical fun, and just to have the story evolve a bit more. Hope it comes out in hardcover, but if it's only a paperback, that's fine. I'm still very excited to read this. Next I have Begin Again by Emma Lord, which comes out on the 23rd of January. And Emma Lord is an author that I've been continuously listening to the audiobooks for her books for the past 3 years, so this will be the 4th one that I will listen to. And I really just like the way that she writes, and even though Tweet Cute is still the peak of where her books are at and the second two were slightly disappointing, I'm still going to keep trying with her books. And this one does sound quite interesting because it's about the main character and she's going off to college, and anything that can go wrong seems to go wrong. And she was at a community college, but then she transferred into a better college, and then her boyfriend, who was at the better college, transferred to the community college, so she's still not with her boyfriend, her class schedules isn't working for her roommate doesn't have a major yet, and just the vibe is not there for her, and she kind of just wants to give up. And it just sounds like it's going to be really interesting because, I mean, I never went to university or college, but just to see these college experiences where just nothing goes right have always been really interesting. Next I have Secretly Yours by Tessa Bailey, and this one comes out on the 1st of February, and basically these characters knew each other when they were in high school, and she always had a really big crush on him, but then they've drifted apart, and then she gets a job gardening his estate, and the main man has become this very grumpy recluse who's an author, and she's this bubbly personality that does the garden. It's kind of giving me Me Before You vibes. Like, there's obviously no accident and everyone is like fine in that sense, but just having this bubbly personality coming into the home of a man who is just so emotionally not there anymore. So I feel like it's going to be really good. Like, it's Tessa Bailey. I've really enjoyed a lot of her works recently, and I'm just excited to read this one. Next I have Just My Type by Fallon Ballard. Her name sounds the same because it's Fallon, but Ballard. It's kind of similar, but this comes out on the 7th of Feb, and there is 2 books on my list that have like either authors or like journalists. So this one is journalist, and she is trying to do something. I'm pretty sure she is writing a column about being single, so she can't date people, but she's also never really been single before in her life until now, and then a man's going to come in who's going to tempt her, and she's like, nah, I need to write about my singles column. And yes, this is what this book's about. I just could not remember, but I got there, I got back to it, but I feel like it just sounds fun. It's going to be a cute dynamic and I'm really excited for it. Next I have The Love Wager by Lynn Painter, and this one comes out on the 14th of March. It's the only one I did not Google, but she wrote Mr. Wrong Number, I'm pretty sure, and a lot of people have said that book was really, really good, and I put this on my list because it's an author that I haven't read yet, but her book was on my anticipated reads list for this year. I did not get to it, so hopefully I will get to that book before I read this one. I just can't remember what it is, but I know that it's a contemporary that seemed right up my alley, and that's why I put it on here. If anyone is excited for this, I will Google it after this video to figure it out. I just know the vibes are there. I'm sorry that I don't know what it's about. Next I have Happy Places by Emily Henry, and this one comes out on the 25th of April, so I really do not have to wait long, and I am so excited because Emily Henry is an auto-buy author for me. This will be the 4th book that I've read from her, and I'm excited because this one is a second chance romance, and it's fake dating with a married couple because they decided to break up, but then there's this holiday that they do every year with 2 friends, and they have to go, and they don't want to ruin the holiday by telling them that they've decided to file for a divorce, so they're going to pretend to still be in love. So they're married, they hate each other, but it's fake dating, and they're gonna fall back in love, because if you wrote this story, why would they not fall back in love? But like, I'm excited because these second chance romances with fake dating, like the fact that they can be a legit couple and then there's still fake dating involved is just blowing my mind. But I'm so excited because they're gonna like learn about each other again, and they're gonna be back in the place where they've always been for like, what, the past 10 years, because it's like a yearly holiday thing. Even though like the idea of a yearly holiday is really cool, but I also feel like I could just go to 10 different places though. Like, I like the tradition of things, but I want to see different things. So I feel like I wouldn't be one of these people to just commit to doing this, unless it was like we always go to the same house at Christmas. That's enough. But like, I'm still excited because Emily Henry is a great author. Next, I have Lore Olympus Volume 4 by Rachel Smith, and this comes out on the 6th of June, and it is way too far. I'm annoyed that I have to wait so long. Like, I got invested in the series, binged the first 3 volumes, and now I have to wait so long. And I know I could read it online, but I would rather just wait until I get the bind up and it's all new and fresh, and it will eventually happen. I will eventually get there. But June does seem like very far away. Like, it is 6 months of time waiting for this book to come out. Next, I have Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood, which comes out on the 13th of June, and this is her next full novel, and it's about fake dating as well, but mainly it's like the main character has this, like, not a company, but she does the thing where she goes out on dates with people so that she can be whatever they need her to be. So she can go to work events, she can go to family events, she can pretty much be there for any event, and she puts on a character of how they want her to act, and she gets paid for it. So I think it's really cool that she does this, and she's going to have to do it for one of her friend's brothers that she hates, and I'm excited. But I also really want to see like all the stuff about like theoretical science. I feel like that's going to be really interesting as well, because the romance is so special, but it's the science that's so captivating as well, and just to learn so much about what people do, because I'm not into science, but I will live vicariously through Ali Hazelwood's books. Next, I have Business or Pleasure by Rachel Lynn Solomon, and this comes out on the 20th of June, and this one is about a ghostwriter, and the dude does something. He's an actor, so she's a ghostwriter, and she goes to an event, and the author doesn't even remember who she is, and it's like, bitch, I just wrote your book and you don't even know who I am. Like, I feel like that's so rigged. And she's also kind of got writer's block, and then the actor gets invested in something, so I don't know if she's writing like a script for something that he's acting in. It could be like a branch of that sort of thing, but like, a writer and an actor together seems really interesting, and I just think it's gonna be like really fun. And Rachel Lynn Solomon is an author that I've only really just gotten into her adult contemporaries, but she also writes a YA contemporary every year as well. I did not put it on my list for next year, but I am going to try and like get to some of her backlog, which I'm really excited about. And lastly, I have Unfortunately Yours by Tessa Bailey, which comes out on the 23rd of June, and this is the sequel to Secretly Yours, and I don't know what this is about because I haven't read the first one yet, and I want to read that book, get to know all the characters before I read the premise for the second one and understand where the story is going. But the fact that it's Unfortunately makes it seem like they hate each other. I'm very keen, and also the cover is really pretty as well, because I fell in love with the cover and I was like, oh, she's writing more books. But the fact that she's bringing out 2 books within 6 months of each other is amazing. It's good for me because I get to read them quicker, but like also damn, like how can you just keep publishing so many books? But I'm really excited. So guys, that is all for today's list. I feel like this video has gone for a while because I've been filming and then stopping quite frequently because I keep having to do things. So like if the light's gone darker, that is why. And also I was very procrastinating, so the fact that I've gotten to the end, I'm proud of myself. This will hopefully come up at some point. It will definitely be before next year. But I am so happy to talk about the books that I'm excited for. Please tell me if you're excited for any of these. If you want to do buddy reads with me, I'm like up for it, unless I'm like reading like a lot of other things. Like I have a lot of books I need to read for Rare, and that's in April. I've only got 4 months to get like however many books read, but also if I don't get them read, I will just bring certain books to get signed anyway. But anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!